I'm joined by Matti Biskitt here. Matt, thanks for joining us.
No worries, Nicholas, how are you?
Now, before we get started, I have to ask, is Matti Biskitt your real name?
Actually, no, it's not. A lot of people ask me about this, and the truth is, Arnott is my surname.
Arnott, so it's got nothing to do with Limp Bizkit.
No. But I wish I was related to the Arnott Biscuits, though.
So your name's Matthew Arnott?
Yes.
And then Biskitt?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, very good. I'm glad we got that sorted. What
What
performances do you do?
What performance do I do? Mainly radios and restaurants, bar and grill type stuff.
So where do radios take you? Do they take you far and wide across the country?
They do. Luckily, I've only haven't had to travel too far. Most of the performances are within 4 hours.
Okay.
Probably the best sort of place I've been to is a place called Nindi Gully.
Where's that?
It's about 1 hour west of Goondiwindi.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I got invited to play for the Nindi Gully pig races. And they use that money to help the Royal Flying Doctor Service.
Do they draw big crowds out there?
They do.
Yeah, big competition. Performed in many big festivals?
Yep, absolutely. Local festivals. We had the Fernvale Bulls Boxing and Music Festival.
Yeah.
I think it was late last year, and I've had the opportunity with the help of Neil Duddy to perform at some of the pig races festivals as well. And they draw some massive crowds.
Do they?
Yeah.
All the way out at Fernvale?
Yep, absolutely.
Now, how would you describe your music style?
It's a little bit coastal, a little bit of country element, and of course a bit of pop in there to keep it sort of entertaining.
Okay, so sort of like a modern style country music type thing, not the old fashioned.
No.
Everyone's broken. Your songs, they all tell a story, but they're all a very positive story. So, are your songs from real experiences, or are they just made up and?
Oh no, they're definitely from real experiences. There's a girlfriend behind just about every one of them.
Yeah. So you got all these girls, but yet none of them are like blues type music. So you must have a very positive influence on things.
Well, you know what? When you start dating someone, there's that initial attraction when we start dating them, and whether you broke up on a good or bad note, you would have had to have some good times within that time frame.
So you just hone in on that rather than the end. Why did you call your album "The 7 Days of Sundays"? I've been interested to know this.
Well, the name comes from I was taking some time off from performing and to write for the album, and I was doing some sandblasting with my father. And I was there, and I took the helmet off, and I thought to myself, you know what, how has Dad done this for the last 30 years? It is a dirty, disgusting job.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know what, I just need 7 days of Sundays. I thought, that's not a bad song title.
So you got that out of like a real horrible experience. Yeah, so this is why I'm doing music as a career.
Yeah. I think everybody deserves a holiday anyway. So,
yeah, very true. Very true. Now, where does your playing style come from?
Mainly acoustic pop ballads.
Okay.
I take some really cool. I used to play really cool pop songs. No, sorry, I still do.
Yeah.
But and I do like an acoustic sort of arrangement for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, have you always listened to country music, or is that something that's new to you?
It is reasonably new. I started listening to country music about 3 years ago when I dated a smoking hot cowgirl.
Yeah.
And she it was funny because she said to me, if you want to ride in my ute, you better start listening to country music. I said, are you serious?
I'd rather walk. No, we don't mean that. And then you just fell in love with not just her, but also the music.
Well, absolutely. It actually did help my songwriting as well.
Yeah, because my wife listens to Westlife, but I haven't fallen in love with that music. No. So it must have been something really in it that inspired you.
Absolutely. There's some great stories in country music, and the way that their songs are structured are really good. But I remember reading one time, it doesn't matter what great song you've got, it usually started from like an acoustic guitar or a keyboard.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of ear candy that goes into making pop music sound the way it is.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, a lot of those songs would have started from like an acoustic guitar.
Yeah, exactly.
And a basic structure.
And then it all just builds from there.
Yeah.
So that's the foundation, as you say.
Absolutely.
Now, if you didn't listen to country music until a couple of years ago, and yet it's very influenced in your album, what did you grow up listening to?
I did grow up listening to a lot of mainstream pop, but I did grow up listening to a lot of Triple J music as well.
Oh, okay.
So,
that's another element altogether.
Absolutely. I'm borrowing bits of everybody.
That's what makes your song so unique.
Yeah.
So what are some of these mainstream bands that you liked?
Well, a lot of mainstream bands. I listened to like U2, Savage Garden, Matchbox 20, even Metallica. I used to love listening to Metallica. They got some great riffs.
Yeah.
Metallica old school,
Yeah. And Matchbox 20 is another real heavily acoustic guitar.
Absolutely.
Now, you got your first album out, 7 Days of Sundays. Do you have plans for a new album?
I do actually. I've started writing for a new album. Got 6 songs down already. Very, very pop rock orientated.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's in a new direction from your previous album?
A little bit. I've concentrated more on the coastal sort of pop rock. Not too sure if I'll get some country influence into it. I'm sure that I will.
Yeah.
But I haven't sort of had any ideas for any country songs. I do have some small ideas, but nothing's sort of come to fruition yet.
Ah, okay. And you've mentioned coastal influences. So where does that come from? How did you get into that? And for viewers that may not know what coastal influences are, just describe a little bit of what that sort of music is.
Yeah, coastal influences, I would definitely say, Jimmy Buffett, Alan Jackson, Jack Johnson, that type of stuff.
So it's a very laid back, chill type stuff.
Absolutely. And I guess sort of, that I worked at Dreamworld for 3 years as a ride attendant.
Everyone's dream job.
Absolutely. It's a great place to work, but So, and working on the flow rider and just having that pretty laid back lifestyle, I guess.
Yeah.
I definitely had something to reflect on.
And it's rubbed off.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you can't be like this angry, depressed, heartbroken person when you work in a dream world every day.
That's right.
Everyone's makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. And you're getting paid to be there.
Absolutely.
Now you told me earlier that you've been doing a bit of busking down at Cavalier.
Absolutely.
How did you get into that, and are you enjoying it?
Enjoying it, absolutely. Having so much fun down there. How I got into it, I saw some guys down there busking, and I said, look, how'd you get into this? And through the right channels, I applied for a busking license. They do take busking pretty seriously, and it's about a 3-month wait for an audition. 3 months. Yep.
I thought anyone just stood in a corner, chucked the guitar case out, and just started.
Unfortunately,
entertaining.
Yeah, no. All the guys that you see down there, they are handpicked, and they do have to actually audition first.
Ah, okay. Because apparently the guitarists from Powderfinger used to busk before they made it big.
I wouldn't be surprised.
In the city, in Brisbane.
Yeah. But like I said, even just to allow yourself to grow as a musician, like I've had so much fun down there, and it's obviously you do get a few coins from it, and I got an ice cream and some McDonald's.
Well,
I got paid and I got fed.
Yeah. And do you find your craft as a musician, like what you do is improving every time you do that?
Yeah, it is.
How long would you busk for?
Well, a lot of the guys down there do busk for quite a few hours. I'll probably stick to probably the 2-hour mark.
Yeah, that's a long time to sing.
It is. It is. But like honestly, I'm down there, and we've got such a mixed culture of people down there. And it's just have so much fun. I was playing the YMCA, and we had. I know it sounds funny. It's definitely not obviously country, but we had about 20 odd kids hanging off the balcony in the time zone doing the YMCA. And I played. What else did I play? I Got a Feeling by Black Eyed Peas. I played that a few times now. And you know what? I don't even get a chance to sing it because there's something about that song. People come up and want photos.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I'm hanging on the microphone. Got a feeling.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So I've had a lot of photos down there. I've got fed and also get some coin out of it.
Yeah, and you have a great time.
Yeah, and it's a great experience, So really enjoying it.
Well, it sounds like you're having an amazing life at the moment.
I do.
Thank you for taking the time to come on our show.
Yep.
And check out our website at ozmusiccentral.com, and you can find Matt Biskitt's a sample of his album there. Check it out and go onto his website. There's links on our website, and see what this guy has to offer. Anyway, Matt, take it away. You're going to play a song for us?
Hey guys, Matti Biskitt here. This is the title track of the album called 7 Days of Sundays. And, I think everybody deserves a holiday, and that's exactly what this song's about. So, kick back, relax, and... Well, I took a minute and thought to myself, working too hard is bad for our health. 5 days a week it feels like it. Crawling to bed way too late. I'm gonna join that conga line. Drink margaritas 2 at a time. Dance on the beach till the sun comes up. Hey, there ain't nobody gonna mess this up. We got senoritas in coconut bras, ladies' crash skirts, and my old guitar. It's my 7 days of Sundays. We might just stay right here. It's our 7 days of Sundays. We should stay all year. Called in sick twice last month. I barely made it through the midweek slump. Second wind is on Poets' Day. Sunday's best friend is Saturday. I'm gonna join that conga line. Drink margaritas 2 at a time. Dance on the beach till the sun comes up. Hey, there ain't nobody gonna mess this up. Senoritas in coconut bras, and my old guitar. It's my 7 days of Sundays. Might just stay right here. It's our 7 days of Sundays. We should stay all year. Daily massage and a cold iced tea. That's the life for you and me. Baking in that midday sun, saving our strength for the nighttime fun. I'm gonna join that conga line. Drink margaritas 2 at a time. Dance on the beach till the sun comes up. Hey, there ain't nobody gonna mess this up. In coconut bras, ladies' crash skirts, and my old guitar. It's my 7 days of Sundays. Might just stay right here. It's our 7 days of Sundays. We should stay all year. There you go, folks. Take yourselves away on a holiday, will you?